before we even had our son, 2020, COVID hit, kids weren't in schools, kids were wearing masks in schools, and, certain outlets started talking about how kids are falling behind on just picking up on basic body language stuff and all of that. And then on top of that, I hate talking about it, but it's a thing, the woke curriculum, the white privilege stuff, the LGBTQ stuff. What is this doing in the public school system, and how does this better their future?
All that stuff that's in the public schools is in there intentionally. And Horace Mann, who started the public school system in the United States 200 years ago, had a vision for all this, but he knew he couldn't introduce it into a Christian nation right away. And so he knew that he had to plant the seed and let it grow. And so public school has been wildly successful in the United States based on what its framers had hoped that it would accomplish.
It's atrocious out there.
For 5 generations, our parents went to public school. Right before the 1920s, hardly anybody did. And so each generation of parents bought into a little bit more of what I call the box of education that is funded by distributed income. It's socialist in nature. So, of course, Marxist ideology is what the content will be, no matter how much you try to put school prayer or patriotism or anything else into it, because the box itself, the public education, is Marxist. And so every generation, since the first universal socialist program, public school, we've accepted each generation another form of socialism.
That's another thing. I just don't see very many critical thinkers out there or free thinkers anymore. Everybody told how to think through the media, or told how to think very obviously through the universities, and now into like little kids. Even the patriotism. I don't have kids in school yet, but it seems like the Pledge of Allegiance has been yanked out. I went to public school. I did 1 year of homeschooling. I learned the fastest there. I excelled the fastest there in probably a quarter of the time. I remember going to school and election day was like a big day. Everybody's talking about it. It wasn't divisive. It was we get out. That's what we do as Americans. We get out. We vote for what we believe in. And